drunk at the pool hall.
Oh, he is a mess.
And then he goes into the bathroom and hot lifeguard is there. And then he like goes up to a urinal and he's like, no peeking, which is just gross.
I hated that.
And then they have a confrontation in the bathroom and they kind of, there's a scuffle.
They're fighting.
And he's a sad boy.
Yeah, they're fighting. And I wrote now kiss. But
they didn't. But then he just kind of starts crying and he's like, I'm not normal. And hot
lifeguard
lifeguard understands. And he's like, you don't have to come out until you're ready. And he's calling him out on his self-hating behavior. And he's like, how is this self-hating, like, violent behavior working out for you right now? And I think Riley finally is getting, like, oh, maybe this is not a good thing. Maybe I'm
it was sad. He's, like, on his knees saying, like, kick my ass, I deserve it. Yeah. There's something wrong with me. Like, okay, the kid's breaking down. Yes, that attitude will probably manifest itself into a fetish later in life. But for right now, I just kind of feel bad for the kid.
It's very sad.
It is. It's a bummer.
And I'm just like, who made you think this about yourself? Like, was it your parents? I don't know. We don't have any kind of backstory for this. But it's very sad. And then we're at the LARPing wedding, and Sav shows up with a goddamn mandolin because, of course, he does.
Of course he does.
And
of course he can play a mandolin.
And he's like, I support you. Here, I'll play a mandolin for your fake wedding. And then Miss Dawes has Princess
He also got
her
to listen to his Unplugged set in a very sneaky Trojan horse kind of way.
Fucking Sav. Always pushing the band. And then she gets fake married to the guy, and it's nice, sure. And then
you can tell he's kind of pissed Sav is there.
Yeah. And then we see Riley talking to Miss Sauvé in the hall.
Thank
God.
It's about goddamn time.
But then I think we learned that he's just like working on anger management for now. I don't know if she knows yet, but it's good that he's in therapy. And then he officially comes out to Peter, and he's like, he like whispers, I'm a homosexual.
It's like the sweetest little whisper. He like goes to Peter and he's like, I'm going to tell you something. And he's like, I'm a homosexual. and Peter's like, no kidding.
And he's like, I can't say I'm surprised, but I'm happy. Like, you're good with yourself now. And then Riley's like, please don't tell anyone else. Like, you're the only one who knows. I've decided that I don't want to come out in high school. And Peter's like, all right, you do you. I support you. I have always supported you. And Peter's just a fucking good friend. Which is so...
That was actually my last note I have is, Peter is a good friend, ...
Yeah, it's always
weird.
Like with some like incredulousness.
Yes.
My last note is this friendship !
Oh. And then that's the end of the episode.
It is.
But we do have a YouTube comment.
This is from Latrice Parker 1 year ago. It says, there they go again, being loose at the lips. The truest fucking fact.
She's blown up Anya's spot with the LARPing.
Oh my God. She just can't stop herself. It's called LARPing. Don't you know what
Ever
LARPing
heard
is?
of it?
She feels like she's in the fucking inn now. She went once.
Like, damn it, Leia.
But Spirit Squad captain of the episode, Sam the lifeguard, and even Peter a little bit,
I'm saying Peter.
I'm going Peter,
and a little bit of Anya,
a little bit of Anya,
fucking living her LARPing life and not being ashamed of it.
Goddamn agency, Jesus!
Thank God.
But yeah, I'm definitely going Peter.
Ship of the episode.
I'm gonna friendship Peter and Riley.
Me too.
That works. That works for me.
I'm also going to ship Anya and LARPing.
Yes.
I'll also ship Blue and the Chicky Drew because
you go.
She gets him out of the picture for now.
We should do
we got to do a eulogy for Blue.
All right.
Should we do it now?
Yeah, fuck it.
Speaking of Blue, bye Blue. You have a weird name. You used to be very pretty, but you got a haircut, and then you turned into kind of a dick.
Yeah, I mean, we were originally charmed by you.
You really capitalized on the Leonardo DiCaprio school of hitting on girls by drawing them. You did good with that.
I mean, seriously. You really capitalized on everything about Leonardo DiCaprio because you had the hair and the flowy white shirt and a very just like hot 90s vibe to you that I really enjoyed. And then you cut your hair. And also you started being really mean to Holly J for no reason.
Yeah.
And now I don't care that you're gone.
No.
Bye.
He also
Bye,
kind of looks like
you.
Stefan from the Vampire Diaries.
He does a little. Goodbye to you and
Bye,
your dumb necklaces.
Blue. All right.
Peace out, baby blue.
Moral of the episode. Don't be ashamed of who you are.
Good.
Blanket
Boom.
statement. I
love
think that
it.
works for multiple plot lines.
You're much better at this
Yeah.
than I am. I'm just like, I don't know, it's cool to be gay. Hashtag it gets better.
We're here, we're queer, get over it.
I was just going to say that.
Everybody's on the same page today, you guys.
Grapevine. Do we have tweets?
Yeah.
Tweet?
We have a tweet
We have a tweet and we have a review.
that we're going to make Sean do.
So, Sean, if you want to do another review for us.
Absolutely.
How about you? Yeah, because my phone's plugged in, so I'm going to have to get my Twitter. But
All right.
if Sean wants to read the review thing and think about it while I get my Twitter.
So the review is from Nose in a Book 22. They didn't give us any indication of who they want to be shipped with, but they said they live in Florida, and that's all the backstory I have for this person.
Okay, so who would somebody who lives in Florida want to be with is the question.
I don't know. That's a
Because
loaded
I'm kind of
question.
thinking Fitz, to be honest. He seems the most Floridian of them all.
Don't do that to her. Don't give her fits.
I would never.
I mean, maybe Johnny DeMarco. That's maybe a Florida.
Yeah, no, he's
choice.
definitely from Florida. Is it a girl?
I think so. It doesn't. It just said Nose in a Book.
Okay, I can work with it.
Let me double check, though.
Oh, if her thing is Nose in a Book, that would work because Johnny DeMarco's a big reader.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going with. That's what I'm thinking. So,
Yeah, I think that's
you
a
let me
good
know
call. I think
when you're
that's-
ready. I think I can pull it off.
I think that's a good call. Go for it.
All right. So, it's 3 days after the midwinter for harvest dance at Degrassi Community School. Everyone's still reeling with the energy and excitement from the romance of the dance floor weeks behind, but now is not a time for dance. It's not a time for music. It's a time for literature, you see. And just in time, the yearly Degrassi book truck is pulling up. And as you see the bus pull up with big signs saying, like, reading is essential, a certain sense of calm goes over you because this is your day. This is where you feel comfortable as a literature person, as an English-minded human being. So, you're perusing, you're looking through some of the classics, your Kerouacs, your Nabokovs, what have you, you're maybe a little Orwell here and there. You're just checking out the selections. And you look, there's this guy, he's also, okay, all right, I got it. You pick up Animal Farm. Start looking, you're like, yeah, Russian Revolution, of course. You look to the left of you, see a guy, he's hiding his eyes, he's got a hood up, but you see some gorgeous locks of hair, and he looks a little embarrassed to be there. And you see the spine of his book, he's reading Animal Farm too. You think, so, you have a conversation, you strike up, he becomes a little less shy, and he admits that he doesn't want his friends to know that he's there, because he's kind of shy about his bookish nature. But you open up, you start talking about the nature of communism and its parallels throughout the history of literature. And as you get to that, you're talking about the scene where they take the horse away to turn him into breath mints or glue or what have you. And a tear goes down his eye because he's, a sentimental guy. So you take his hand and you say, what do you say I get these books for us? You purchase your his and her copies of George Orwell's Animal Farm, and then you go behind that table that everybody sits at, and you make out a little bit.
Perfect.
And then you start a small book club.
A couple's book club.
A couple's book club. And I hope you appreciate that.
Amazing. I love it. It's so romantic.
It's incredible. Of course, they're both like super big fans of Orwell. I love it.
We know Johnny DeMarco loves Orwell.
It's true.
So thank you for doing that for us, Sean. I thought it was an amazing fan fiction. Do we have any tweets?
Yes, we do have tweets. Well, we have a tweet.
A tweet.
We have a tweet from Rebecca Seaman at Bex Grace, and she says, when does Shantae graduate? I feel like she's been here forever, no? She's been here forever.
She's been here forever.
She has, hasn't she?
She has to graduate soon.
Oh, God, I hope.
She must be a senior. I don't know.
Nobody's been on the show for this long and have had such a little of a story.
I know, right?
There's really nothing to her except she's just kind of a bitch.
Yeah. She has had more screen time this season, though, I think.
Yeah, but there's still, hasn't been any plots.
Oh, no.
I mean, maybe Toby is a contender for that award, but just barely.
No, but Toby actually, at least started out with having his own things.
That's true.
Shantae has never had her own plot.
That's true.
But all right. Thanks for the tweets. Thanks for the reviews. If you guys want to be featured on the Grapevine segment, you can tweet at us at DeGrassiPod. We're on Instagram at DeGrassiPod. You can email us at whateverittakespodcast@gmail.com. We're also on Tumblr, whateverittakespodcast.tumblr.com. We're pretty much anywhere on any podcast platform, so you can listen to us there. And if you're on Apple Podcasts, if you could rate, review, and subscribe, that would be super cool. And if you leave us a review, you too will get your own Degrassi fanfiction made up for you on the spot on the show. And you can follow me personally on Instagram and Twitter at HollandTacular.
And you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at KelsSucks with a Z at the end. And Sean, what do you want to plug? Where can they find you? What do you want to recommend to the humans?
All right, well, you can find me at Instagram at Sean P. Quigley. Alternatively, you could also find me on Twitter now. I began to slowly use my Twitter again.
Yeah, you have.
Also, at Sean P. Quigley. And, my podcast, at HGIC Podcast on Twitter. And at Hot Skull Class on Instagram. And we're on all that on the iTunes, the Stitchers, whatever you use. You can find us. We're out there.
Perfect.
But you won't find us fucking on it, so I don't know.
You will. I swear you will soon.
Eventually.
At this point, this is just a runner that I'm going to give you shit for until one of us dies.
Here's what you need to do. You need to start, giving my Pat and Chris shit. Because you know me. I'm there, they're separated from it, so they're like, yeah, we got to have them on soon. If a girl actually tells them that they want to be on, they'll feel on the spot. You got to put them on the spot.
Should we have them on this show so we can accost them?
Because I don't know these
Skype?
people.
I don't know them either.
Just make them super. Go from the Degrassi account. Just send my podcast email.
Okay.
That's scathing and demanding airtime. And right. Chris will respond very promptly.
Because otherwise we're just going to, come to Long Island, I guess? I don't know.
Or we'll just, make you do a drunk podcast at your Halloween party.
That'll work.
We'll bring the mics.
No, we will not. We won't.
I'm not plugging this stuff.
Don't bring the mic.
I am not bringing equipment.
But it would go with our costume.
It would go with our costumes. That's a good point. Maybe we could bring mics. We will be hauling out. I need to find a mustache.
We need to make you a keytar.
I really want one. That's perfect. I'm excited. Do you have anything that you're enjoying that you want to recommend, either of you?
I'm going to recommend The Good Place because it came back last week and I really like it and watch it.
I was just going to say that also. I just watched that. I loved it. It was a lot of fun. That's what I was going to go with.
Also, Broad City is back. And it's good. Watch that too.
All right.
That is good.
There's a new podcast called Ologies that's awesome. It's all it's a science podcast, but it's with Allie Ward, who from Slumber Party with Allie in Georgia. And I've missed her voice in my ears, so I'm very excited. And she's only had one episode so far, but it was with a volcanologist. I learned a lot about volcanoes. It was very fucking cool.
Cool.
So Ologies.
Cool.
That sounds good.
It's really fucking good. Highly recommend.
All right. I think that is all that we have for you guys today. Thank you again, Sean, for being on yet another episode of Whatever It Takes.
Thanks, Sean.
Always here.
Always
Anytime.
love having you. And thank you, as always, to Jay for our wonderful theme song. And thank all of you for listening. Goodbye, Panthers.
Bye, Panthers.
Bye, Panthers.